future lies ahead. I want a tie-dyed shirt, pair of Birkenstock sandals, and a ticket to the grave for me. Well, I call the hotline every day, 1-900-DEAD. When I finally get through to the other side, this is what the dude said. He said, you can't dance, you can't groove, you can't even sway. Leafy flowers, seeds, beads, and weeds, shows sold out today. I said, well, dang, on TV. But I wasn't easily discouraged, just made it disappointed, because ever since I'd seen a deadhead sticker on the back of a BMW in Mountain Brook, Alabama, I knew there was something to it. And I wanted to be part of it. So I called a friend who had a friend, he had a sister named Jane, earning the wings at Woodstock, chanting in the rain. She said, sure, I know old Jerry. I used to date his best friend Paul. You swapped me a hunk of that hash you bought. I'll give him a call. So a big smile spread across my face, because I am into the barter system. And just in case you don't know, the educational moment, we're not talking about corned beef hash. We're talking about a derivative of the marijuana plant that they make bricks out of in Afghanistan. Hashish.
Yeah.
So, I was so excited. I said, well, let me do a little quick inventory of what I got at the house. Now, I did a little quick inventory of my house. I had about 17 ounces of damn good marijuana. Yeah. I'm talking diggity, 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 dang stuff. Also had probably about 38 Quaaludes, in case this ladies and I did Spinnaker in Panama City part of the time. But there at the bottom of the closet, what I needed to make this deal, I was so excited. I had 840,000 pounds of hash. You might say to yourself, well, that's a lot of hash. You'd be right. But I was having a hard time hiding that much hash, because 840,000 pounds of anything is a lot of anything. So I got a friend down in Selma. He owns one of them car crushing machines. So I called him up. I said, Bubba, I got 840,000 pounds of hash. I'm having a hard time hiding it. Can I bring it down there and you put it in your car crushing machine? He said, yep. So I rented me one of those tractor trailer things with a flatbed and a crane and a large tarpaulin, and set it right there, off to Selma. So I got there, and Bub was like, dang, that's a lot of something. I said, anything. It's a lot of anything. So sure enough, he put it in his car crushing machine. About the size of a Yeti cooler. That's all it was. But physics. Still weighed 840,000 pounds. So I had a friend in Selma had a crane, so we picked up the Yeti cooler size hash brick, mountain, anything. Loaded it back on the flatbed truck, covered it up. Well, we had to fold the tarpaulin because you didn't want it that big, because it was only that big. So tied it up. I got back to Birmingham. I called up the girl and I said, I got 840,000 pounds. I'm going to give you half of for that concert ticket. She said, cool. And excitement was there. So I filled up my VW bus with gas. I put my best dashiki on. I rolled 75 joints of real good grass. Left the best books for my mom. Said goodbye to Dad, pat the dog on the head. I was on my way to Hampton, 3 days away. So when I'm howling and my future lies ahead, I want a tie-dyed shirt, pair of Birkenstock sandals, and a ticket to the grave for me. Are you with me on the story?
Yeah.
All right. So I pulled into the parking lot It was a sight to see. They had carrots, tofu, peanut butter, and pita bread with cheese. I met Sunshine Rainbow Butterfly, Abby Hoffman's niece, and a girl named Janet Planet offered me some LSD. So friends and neighbors, do I look like somebody would say yes? Hell yeah. Because I wanted to experience, because I'm a firm believer, if you never tried it, how'd you know you don't like it?
That's right.
So I tried everything and ran out of tickets to try anything else. Thank you. So I said, yes, ma'am. I want to try me some LSD acid. Because here I am in a parking lot, surrounded by hippie wannabes, trustafarians, credit card hippies, grilled cheese vendors, and people from Mount Brook. She said, I'll be right back. About 5 minutes later, she pulls up in a dump truck. Seriously. I was like, this way is crazy. She lowers the tailgate of the dump truck, and there's one sugar cube on the bed of the dump truck. Her cousin Bubba had taken 318,000 hits of microdot acid and crushed it into that one sugar cube. I said, cool. I said, well, how would I ingest it? She said, well, just jump up there and give it a lick. So I did. And for about 20 years, the only 2 words I could utter were, oh shit. People say, how you doing? I said, I mean, as my daddy said, you don't trip without your luggage. But after a while, I started feeling pretty good at the Grateful Dead concert. I was like, man, all right. And I looked around me, there's a bunch of Caucasian. I like that, okay. And I was like, all right. They started doing this crazy dance when the band started, and I'm happy to bring it to you live. I call this swatting bugs out your face because they ate too much acid dance. Here it is. Trust me, I saw everything they swatted. I was like, this is my favorite dance. So after a while, I got tired of dancing. I began to hop. I couldn't stop. Thought I was going to drop. And I kissed a cop. It was early Sunday morning when I found myself in jail. I had to hop my ticket just to get my bail. So when I'm howling and my future lies ahead, I want a tie-dyed shirt, pair of Birkenstock sandals, and a ticket to the grave for me. I want a tie-dyed shirt, pair of Birkenstock sandals, and a ticket, I'll miss you, Jerry, to the grave for me.